So today we're gonna do another short video. Let's talk about best experiences or the most memorable bands that you've ever opened up for. Hi guys.
Hello.
That flutter.
You like that?
Yeah. Oh man, I hadn't even thought about my own question. All right.
Typical. Fine, I'll go first while you're thinking.
All right.
Along the way in our journey, in our path, our lives together, we've been fortunate enough to open up for a slew of amazing bands. Thankfully. This one sadly was not with Paul. I was in a different band at the time. But the most memorable band that I opened up for was Sevendust back in the late 90s. It was packed house. It was incredible. It was one of the best shows I've ever played in my whole entire life. We were playing, right? And this is what really got me. I'm jamming out, and I look off to my right on the side of the stage, and LeJean Witherspoon, the lead singer, was looking at us while we were playing, like he was staring or watching our set, and I almost passed out. So yeah, that's mine. Opening up for Sevendust.
That's cool. Mine kind of has a little bit of a backstory to go along with it. So back in the day, we used to hang out at this little bar / club. It was originally the Attic, and then it turned into what's called Debut Records. And we used to kind of like, we just hung out there. I mean, we were teenagers, and we would help run sound for bands. And one night, it was the band Hatebreed, along with all the guys from Gwar minus the singer. They were coming through, and we were doing sound for them. And some friends of ours, some really good friends of ours, opened up the show. What ended up happening was that once they finished playing, everybody left. Hatebreed was virtually unknown at the time, and a lot of people, I guess they wanted to see Gwar, not some of the members of Gwar. But everybody left, and they were not too happy with it, so they decided to share the stage. So instead of Hatebreed going on and then the other guys going on, what they did is they all set up their equipment on the stage, and they just played songs to each other and to me, because I was helping run sound, back to back. That was cool, you know, but they were not too happy. And again, at the time, Hatebreed was unknown. Well, they got upset. They actually went and they tagged up the bathrooms, and they were talking smack about our friends who were the opening act. Our manager at the time happened to be the booking agent at the place, so she was all flustered and upset because she had discovered what they had done. So we were young kids, and we were like, oh, let's go start a fight with them, right? And so we went outside. I don't remember where words exchanged. I don't remember. It's kind of all a blurry. But either way, what ended up happening, they ended up taking off. We were kind of left there to clean up the aftermath. You know, we had to clean up the bathrooms and all that stuff, and you know, the owner was kind of upset. Long story short, 3 months later, Hatebreed is now starting to become more of a name. And
now I know where you're going with this.
We got to actually open up for them. It was interesting because we still had that kind of like, oh, these guys, the ones that did all that. But at the same time, it was this cool, real like, oh, but it's Hatebreed now. Like everybody kind of knew who Hatebreed was. So we actually hit them up before the show, and actually you weren't in the band anymore at this point.
I went to that show though.
Yeah, you were there. They pretty much were like, oh yeah, we remember that. Sorry about that. And we were like, oh, it's cool. And then we played with them, and I think we played a couple more times with them, and it was awesome. But it was really cool because that's like my Hatebreed story. Hatebreed is huge now. Jamie Justa, he's like, when you think of metal, you think of that kind of music, everybody knows who he is. He even was the host for like Headbangers Ball, right, back in the day. So anyways, a pretty cool story, you know, just being able to say that, well, one, I got to see Hatebreed by myself. I almost got in a fight with them, and then we got to actually end up playing with them, which was really, really cool. So that was really, really memorable for me. And then actually seeing them when we opened up for them, it was in a better venue, and it was really cool to see them live. I enjoyed myself.
Was that E9, right?
Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was a cool experience. So that to me is one of the memorable experiences opening up for a band. But even though I know there's a little bit of backstory there, but pretty cool nonetheless though.
Very cool. Well, now that we're talking about it, and you brought that up, and E9 came to mind, my number 2, Suicidal Tendencies. I got to open up for Suicidal Tendencies. It was the craziest shows I've ever done. Actually, the band that I was in at the time, I think that was our first show. Our very first show was opening up for Suicidal Tendencies, and it was incredible.
I actually went to that show. We went to a lot of each other's shows when we weren't in bands together anymore. But that's a really cool to have bragging rights to say you open up for Suicidal Tendencies. There's not a lot of bands that you can say like have bragging rights to say you open up for, but to say Suicidal Tendencies, that's amazing.
Yeah, it was awesome. Very cool experience.
All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Share with your friends.
Notification button.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.